त्यसर्थ हामीले आफ्नो स्वास्थ्यको विचार गर्न आवश्यक हुन्छ।
Hansini, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and yourself and devotees.
How's Ken? How's Ken?
He's still going, yeah, he's coping. Thank you.
How's the farm?
I've stayed in this morning because I've had a course, and then I've come to your Zoom meeting. So I think some people in the family have been up the field. I'm not sure what's going on at the moment. We've had some other dynamics to deal with this week. So yeah, we put some food down in the some plants in the garden, some tomatoes and potatoes, peas, I think, but they haven't appeared yet.
Okay, translate.
अहिले सबै ठिकै छ। हामीहरूले चाहिँ बारीमा केही सब्जीहरू लगाइरहेका छौं, टमाटर इत्यादि राम्रै चलिरहेछ महाराज।
Rupa Goswami, Haribol. How are you? Rupa Goswami. You're not there? He's not hearing me. He's muted. Goswami. Okay, then let's go. Do some kirtan. Hare Krishna. Now you can unmute everybody, please.
अब सबैजनाले म्युट हटाउन सक्नुहुन्छ।
Keshav Govinda.
Yes, Maharaj.
Sama sa मीठो थियो त यहाँ से क्या है
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, you are on mute now.
Can you hear? Keshav Govinda.
Yes, Maharaj, we're hearing.
You can hear?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go. Try and get them to unmute so we can hear everybody. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Napitaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini
Namo Om Vishnupadaya Napitaya Bhutale
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharini Nirvisesha Shrayavani Pashatani Tatarini
Namaste Saraswati
Devi
Gauravani Nirvisesha Shunyavani Tarini.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shiva
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya Nityananda
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hey, Keshav, Govinda, they're all sleeping. They have to stand up and dance. Hey, Gani, Sutne, Sabele Sutne. Hare Krishna. Okay, everyone ready? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Let I go, Hare Bo,
Hare
Hare
Bol,
Bo,
Hare Bol,
Hare Bo, let I go, Hare Bo.
Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol.
Let I go, Hare Bo,
Hare
Hare Bo,
Bol,
Hare Bo, let I go, Hare Bo.
Hare
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada,
Jaya Radha Govinda Hari Radha Govinda Hari Radha.
Hari Radhe.
Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radha.
Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar.
Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram.
Krishna Balaram.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva.
Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva.
Jaya Radha Madhava Chandra, Radha Madhava Chandra Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan.
Giri Govardhan, Giri
Jaya Radha Govinda Hari, Radha Govinda Hari Hari. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jai
Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki, Mahamantra ki, Jai Om Vishnu Paramahansa, Mahavishnu Swami, the Divine Grace, Abhay Chilaravenda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki. Namacharya Jai Om Vishnu Paramahansa, Parivachakacharya Sutta Sadasi Srimad Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki. Namacharya Haida Sakor ki. Ramshika Hoshi Krishna Caitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Vasili Gopakta Vrinda ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopadan, Shamakund Radhakund, Giri Govardhana ki. Gaura Vrindavan Dhamma ki. Navadvip Mayapur Dhamma ki. Jagannath Puri Dhamma ki. Shri Shri Radha Govinda Hari, Hari Krishna Dham, Bodhino Kantakat Mandir Nepal ki. Iskon Bhaktapur ki. Iskon Panoti ki. Iskon Baglong ki. Iskon Lalitpur ki. Iskon Dharan ki. Iskon Palpa ki. Iskon Japa ki. Iskon Birat Naga ki. Iskon Michaya ki. Iskon Lahan ki. Iskon Gaur ki. Iskon Beganj ki. Iskon Chitwan ki. Iskon Chilotama Goshala ki. Iskon Bhairava ki. Iskon Kolhapur Nepalganj ki. Iskon Bhutwal ki. Iskon Pokhara ki. Iskon Lamjong ki. Iskon Maipi ki. Iskon Raniban ki. Iskon Bhaktivedanta Mala ki. Iskon Vilasya Hare Krishna ki. Iskon Vila Vrindavan ki. Any more? Any more? Akacha? Akacha? Iskon Brighton. Iskon Brighton ki. Iskon Wales ki. Akachana. Jamuna Maya Ganga Maya ki. Imari Tulsi Devi ki. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki. Mahamantra ki. Transcendental Book Distribution ki. Transcendental Prasadam Distribution ki. Oh, Premanande! All glories to assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you very much.
Bahut dhanyavad, Delhi dhanyavad. Gracias. What about Nanda Priya? Where's Nanda Priya? And Agni, Argentina. Must be in Maya. They're in Maya. Okay. What about New Zealand? We've lost Gita Jayanti. We've lost a lot of people. Then they're not used to that musical style. They're musicians. They don't like to hear this Zoom Kirtan.
जो पनि कलाकारहरू हुनुहुन्छ उहाँलाई सायद यो जुम कीर्तन त्यति साह्रो मन पर्दैन होला.
Does it sound like what I'm hearing here? Is it all mixed up? Did you hear all different voices? Can you hear?
Yeah. Yes, Maharaj. It's all mixed up.
It's nice, no?
Yeah.
Very special. A few days ago, we made a recording, and we're going to publish it soon. Translate.
केही दिन अगाडि हामीहरुले चाहिँ यसको रेकर्डिङ बनाएका थियौं र चाँडै नै हामीहरु यसलाई चाहिँ बाहिर लिएर आउने छौं.
And it was a recording. It was how does it go? Bad dream, wake up. Bad dream, wake up. Like that, and then Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Anyway.
नराम्रो सपना नराम्रो सपना उठ्नुस् 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 अनि त्यसपछि हरे कृष्ण यस्तो भजन हामीले जुन गाएका थियौं.
Next time I'll play it for you. See if you like it.
अर्को चोटी म हजुरहरुको लागि बजाएर सायद तपाईलाई मन पर्छ होला.
Hold on, I just want to drink.
एकछिन पर्खिनुस् म यसो पानी पिउँछु.
Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya
Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra
Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda.
So now we're going to hear more about the conversation between Lord Chaitanya and the Mayavadis.
अब हामी सुन्न पर्नेछौं भगवान श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु र मायावादीहरुको संवादमा.
3 4 5 6 7
So
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 14.
So today we're in the middle of a purport.
आज हामीहरु एउटा तात्पर्यको बीचमा छौं.
It's very difficult. So we'll go back to the sloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 This is Caitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela chapter 7 text 121.
आज हामीहरु अध्ययन गर्छौं चैतन्य चरितामृत आदि लीला अध्याय 7 श्लोक संख्या 121.
We'll say the Bengali, then we'll read the translation, and we'll go on with the purport.
हामीहरु श्लोक पढ्छौं बंगालीमा, त्यसपछि अनुवाद पढ्छौं अनि त्यसपछि तात्पर्यमा अगाडि बढ्छौं.
Vyasera shutrete kahe parinamavad vyasa branta bali tara utaila vivad.
Vyasera sutrete kaha parinama vada vyasa bhranta balitara uthaila vivada.
In his Vedanta Sutra, Srila Vyasadeva has described that everything is but a transformation of the energy of the Lord.
आफ्नो वेदान्त सूत्रमा श्री व्यासदेवले सबै थोक भगवानको शक्तिको परिणति हो भन्नुभएको छ।
Shankaracharya, however, has misled the world by commenting that Vyasadeva was mistaken.
तर शंकराचार्यले सम्पूर्ण विश्वलाई भ्रममा पार्नु भएको छ कि व्यासदेवबाट गल्ती भएको छ।
Thus, he has raised great opposition to theism throughout the entire world.
त यसरी उहाँले चाहिँ आस्तिकतालाई सारा संसारभरि फैलाउनु भएको छ।
So we've been hearing how everything is the energy of Krishna.
हामीहरूले श्रवण गर्दैछौँ कि सबै थोक कसरी कृष्णको शक्ति हो,
including us. We are the living beings.
हामीहरू पनि हामीहरू जीवात्माहरू हौं।
And if the absolute truth is truth, then the energy from the Shakti man is truth, and the Shakti must also be truth.
यदि शक्तिमान पूर्ण सत्य हो भनेदेखि शक्ति पनि पूर्ण सत्य हुनुपर्छ।
But the Mayavadis, they say Jagat Mithya Brahma Satyam, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. They say that the supreme or absolute truth of God is true, but this world is false.
तर मायावादीहरू भन्ने गर्छन् कि भगवान चाहिँ सत्य हुनुहुन्छ, परम सत्य चाहिँ सत्य हो, तर यो संसार चाहिँ मिथ्या हो।
They think it's just an illusion, it's not true.
उनीहरूलाई लाग्छ कि यो त भ्रम मात्रै हो, यो पूर्ण सत्य होइन।
But they cannot explain where this illusion comes from. Where did it come from?
तर उनीहरूले यो कुरा वर्णन गर्न सक्दैनन् कि यो भ्रम कहाँबाट आइरहेको छ।
Prabhupada is saying this is a great mistake, a big blunder.
प्रभुपादजीले भन्नुभएको छ यो ठुलो गल्ती हो।
I'm just trying to find the place where we left off.
म हामीले कहाँ छोडेको थियौं खोजिरहेको छु।
So according to Sri Ramanuja's theory of Vishishtadvaita, although all the energies of the Lord are one, each keeps its individuality. This is called Vaishistya.
रामानुजाचार्यको तात्पर्य अनुसार सबै थोक एक भए पनि त्यसमा विविधता छ, यसलाई विशिष्ट भनिन्छ।
Just like the sun, we can see there's light and there's heat. So there's individual energies coming from the sun.
जसरी सूर्यमा देख्न सकिन्छ प्रकाश पनि छ, ताप पनि छ, यो सूर्यको दुईटा शक्तिहरू हुन्।
And the sun doesn't run down, it doesn't have to, be plugged in to make to fire it up. It keeps on going, giving out the heat and the light. So God is like that.
र सूर्यले त निरन्तर रूपमा चाहिँ तेज र ताप दिइराख्ने गर्दछ। यसको लागि कुनै हामीले यसलाई चार्ज गर्नुपर्ने या के हाल्नुपर्ने, पेट्रोल हाल्नुपर्ने जस्तो क्रियाकलाप गरिराख्छ, त्यो निरन्तर गरिराख्छ। त्यस्तै भगवानको पनि त्यस्तै परिस्थिति छ।
Sripad Shankaracharya has tried to mislead the readers of the Vedanta Sutra by misinterpreting the words Ananda Maya Vyasat, and he's even trying to find fault with Vyasadeva.
श्रीपाद शंकराचार्यले आनन्दमय व्यासात शब्दको गलत अर्थ लगाएर यसको उल्टो अर्थ लगाउनु भएको छ।
All the aphorisms of the Vedanta Sutra need to be examined here, however, since we intend to present the Vedanta Sutra in a separate volume.
तर वेदान्त सूत्रका सम्पूर्ण कुराहरूलाई यहाँ वर्णन गरिएको छ, किनकि हामीहरूले वेदान्त सूत्रको तात्पर्य एउटा छुट्टै ठाउँमा राखिरहेका छौं।
Actually, Prabhupada, he didn't present the Vedanta Sutra in a separate volume.
वास्तवमा श्रील प्रभुपादले वेदान्त सूत्रलाई छुट्टै प्रकाशित गर्नुभएको छैन।
But Srimad Bhagavatam is a natural commentary by the same author of the Vedanta Sutra.
तर श्रीमद् भागवतम चाहिँ वेदान्त सूत्रकै लेखकको अर्को एउटा तात्पर्य हो।
At the end of every chapter, it says this is the Brahma Sutra commentary. How do you say? Of the Bhagavatam, it says this is the natural commentary of the Brahma Sutra.
र श्रीमद् भागवतको प्रत्येक अध्यायमा पनि ब्रह्मसूत्री भाष्य भनेर चाहिँ यो ब्रह्मसूत्रको भाष्य हो भनेर वर्णन गरिएको छ।
Because Vyasadeva, if you remember, Vyasadeva was feeling very dissatisfied after compiling the Mahabharata and all the Upanishads, the Vedas, and so on. Upanishads, he wasn't satisfied.
र सायद हजुरलाई याद छ होला व्यासदेवले सम्पूर्ण वेद इतिहास पुराण महाभारत इत्यादि शास्त्रको रचना गरेर पनि उहाँलाई सन्तुष्टिको अनुभव भइरहेको थिएन।
This is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam first canto.
र यसैलाई श्रीमद् भागवतमको प्रथम स्कन्धमा वर्णन गरिएको छ।
And he was wondering what's gone wrong.
र उहाँले सोच्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो के भइरहेको छ त?
Why am I not happy?
मलाई किन खुसी मिलिरहेको छैन?
And Narad Muni came along. He appeared at that time.
नारद मुनि त्यहाँ प्रकट भएर आउनुभयो, उहाँ पनि त्यहाँ आइपुग्नु भएको थियो।
Because he could understand that his disciple was in trouble.
किनकि उहाँले बुझ्नु भएको थियो कि मेरो शिष्यलाई केही समस्या भएको छ।
So he told him it's because you haven't sufficiently described the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
त्यसपछि उहाँले भन्नुभयो कि त्यस हुनुको कारण तिमीले भगवानलाई पूर्ण रूपमा वर्णन गरेका छैनौ।
You've written Vedanta Sutra, you've written Upanishads, you've written the four Vedas, you've written Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita, but you haven't completely or sufficiently described Krishna.
तपाईले महाभारत लेख्नुभयो, अरु वेदान्त लेख्नु, सम्पूर्ण शास्त्रहरू लेख्नुभयो, तर कृष्णको बारेमा पूर्ण रूपमा बखान गर्नुभएको छैन।
Actually, Srimad Bhagavatam is a natural commentary on all the, how do you say, it's a natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra.
वास्तवमा श्रीमद् भागवतम त वेदान्त सूत्रको स्वाभाविक भाष्य हो।
Okay, text 122. Parinama vada ishva hayena vikari etakari vibhata vada stapana yekari. According to Shankaracharya, by accepting the theory of the transformation of the energy of the Lord, one creates an illusion by indirectly accepting that the absolute truth is transformed.
शंकराचार्यको अनुसार भगवानको शक्तिको परिणतिलाई स्वीकार गरेर व्यक्तिले भ्रमलाई पैदा गर्छ र अव्यक्त रूपले पूर्ण सत्यलाई नै परिवर्तित भनेर ठान्दछ।
Purport. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur comments that if one does not clearly understand the meaning of Parinam Vad or transformation of energy, one is sure to misunderstand the truth regarding this material cosmic manifestation and the living entities.
भक्तिविनोद ठाकुरले भन्नुभएको छ कि यदि व्यक्तिले राम्रोसँग परिणामवादलाई जान्न सकेन अथवा भगवानको शक्तिको परिणतिलाई जान्न सकेन भने उसले सत्य सम्बन्धी यो भौतिक संसारको बारेमा र जीवात्माको बारेमा गलत अर्थ लगाउनेछ।
In the Chandogya Upanishad 684, it is said, Sanmula somyema prajasad ayatana sat pratistaha. The material world and the living entities are separate beings, and they are eternally true, not false.
छदङ्गे उपनिषद 684 मा भनिएको छ समूल संयमान प्रजासदात्मा सत्प्रतिष्ठा। यो भौतिक संसार र जीवात्माहरू अलग-अलग जीवहरू हुन् र उनीहरू नित्य रूपमा सत्य छन्, झुटो छैनन्।
Shankaracharya, however, unnecessarily fearing that by Parinam Vad, transformation of energy, Brahman would be transformed, Vikari, has imagined both the material world and the living entities to be false and to have no individuality.
तर शङ्कराचार्यले बिना काममा परिणामवादबाट भय पाएर ब्रह्म चाहिँ विकारी हुन्छ र दुवै भौतिक संसार र जीवात्माहरू पनि गलत हुन् र आफ्नो स्वतन्त्र छैनन् भन्ने कुरा वर्णन गर्नुभएको छ.
By word jugglery, he has tried to prove that the individual entities and the material world are illusory, and he has cited the examples of mistaking a rope for a snake or an oyster shell for gold.
र शब्दको परिचालनाबाट उहाँले यो प्रमाण गर्न खोज्नु भएको छ कि जीवात्माहरू र यो भौतिक संसार सबै भ्रममय छ र उहाँले उदाहरण एउटा डोरीलाई देखेर सर्प मान्ने अथवा एउटा ढुङ्गालाई देखेर सुन मान्नेसँग तुलना गर्नुभएको छ.
Thus, he has most abominably cheated people in general.
यसरी उहाँले साधारण व्यक्तिहरूलाई छल गर्नुभएको छ.
The example of misunderstanding a rope to be a snake is mentioned in the Mukundya Upanishad.
डोरीलाई सर्पसँग भुल खाने उदाहरण मुण्डक्य उपनिषदमा वर्णन गरिएको छ, तर यसलाई शरीरलाई आत्मासँग भेद गर्नेमा बुझाउनलाई वर्णन गरिएको हो.
You've gone ahead, but it is meant to explain the error of identifying the body with the soul. Since this, go on.
तर वास्तवमा यसलाई शरीरसँग र आत्मा मान्ने गल्ती बुझाउनलाई वर्णन गरिएको हो.
Since the soul is actually a spiritual particle, as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, Mamaivam Soji Viloke, it is due to illusion, Vivatavad, that a human being, like an animal, identifies the body with the self.
किनकि वास्तवमा आत्मा त एउटा आध्यात्मिक तत्व हो, जस्तो कि भगवत गीतामा वर्णन गरिएको छ ममैवांश जीवलोके, तर भ्रमको कारणले गर्दा विवर्तवादको कारणले गर्दा एउटा मनुष्यले जनावर जस्तै शरीरलाई नै आफू हो भनेर सम्झन्छ.
This is a proper example of vivarta or illusion.
यही नै विवर्तको सुन्दर उदाहरण हो अथवा भ्रम.
The verse Atat Vato Nyata Buddhiya Vivata Ityudarita describes such an illusion.
यो श्लोक अतावर्तो अन्यथा बुद्धिर विवर्त इत्युदारिता यसले भ्रमलाई जनाउँछ.
To not know actual facts and thus to mistake one thing for another, as for example, to accept the body as oneself, is called vivartavad.
वास्तविक तत्त्वलाई नजान्नु र एउटा कुरालाई अर्को भनेर जान्नु, उदाहरणार्थ शरीरलाई नै आफू भनेर सोच्नुलाई नै विवर्तवाद भनिन्छ.
Every conditioned living entity who considers the body to be the soul is deluded by this vivartavad.
प्रत्येक जीवात्मा जसले शरीरलाई नै आत्मा भनेर सम्झिन्छ उसलाई यो विवर्तवाद मानिन्छ.
One can be attacked by this vivartavad philosophy when he forgets the inconceivable power of the omnipotent personality of Godhead.
व्यक्तिलाई यो विवर्तवादको सिद्धान्तले आक्रमण गर्छ जब उसले भगवानको सर्वशक्तिमान शक्तिलाई बिर्सिने गर्दछ.
How the Supreme Personality of Godhead remains as he is, never changes, is explained in the Ishopanishad, Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Eva Vashishate, Ishopanishad invocation. God is complete.
कसरी भगवान सबै आफ्नो स्थानमा रहिरहनुहुन्छ, उहाँ कहिले परिवर्तनशील हुनुहुन्न भन्ने कुरा ईशोपनिषदको मन्त्रमा वर्णन गरिएको छ. पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते, भगवान परिपूर्णतम हुनुहुन्छ.
Even if a complete manifestation is taken away from him, he continues to be complete.
यदि सम्पूर्ण सृष्टि नै उहाँबाट हटाइन्छ भने पनि उहाँ परिपूर्ण नै रहिरहनुहुन्छ।
Prabhupada gives another example for that.
र श्रील प्रभुपादले अर्को उदाहरण दिनुहुन्छ।
In the spiritual, in the absolute sense, 1 + 1 = 1, and 1 - 1 also equals 1.
आध्यात्मिक हिसाबमा त 1 र 1 जोड्दा पनि एकै हुन्छ र 1 बाट 1 घटाउँदा पनि एकै हुन्छ।
Because Krishna is the complete whole, so you cannot take anything from the complete whole.
किनकि भगवान सम्पूर्ण हुनुहुन्छ, त्यसैले सम्पूर्णबाट हामीले केही निकाल्न मिल्दैन।
So Krishna exists along with his energies.
भगवान श्री कृष्ण आफ्ना शक्तिहरूको साथमा निवास गर्नुहुन्छ।
It's not that his energy comes and then comes out of him and then he's destroyed.
यस्तो हैन कि शक्ति उहाँबाट निस्किएपछि उहाँको
It's not like if you take money from your bank account, then there'll be nothing left. That's a material example, but Krishna is not like that.
भौतिक उदाहरणमा त हामीहरुको ब्याङ्कबाट पैसा निकालेपछि ब्याङ्क खाता खाली हुन्छ, तर यो भौतिक उदाहरणमा कृष्णलाई त्यस्तो हुँदैन।
The material creation is manifested by the energy of the Lord, but he is still the same person.
भौतिक संसार त उही नै रहन्छ, तर भगवान श्री कृष्ण त्यही नै व्यक्तित्व रहनुहुन्छ।
His form, entourage, qualities, and so on never deteriorate.
उहाँको रूप, गुण, लीला, परिकर कहिले पनि नाश हुँदैनन्।
Srila Jiva Goswami in his Paramatma Sandarbha comments regarding the Vivartavad as follows.
र श्री जीव गोस्वामीले आफ्नो विवर्तवादमा यसरी वर्णन गर्नुभएको छ। परमात्मा सन्दर्भ
Under the spell of Vivartavad, one imagines the separate entities, namely the cosmic manifestation and the living entity, to be one with Brahman.
विवर्तवादमा परेर व्यक्तिले जीवात्मा, यो सम्पूर्ण सृष्टि र त्यसमा रहेका जीवात्माहरू ब्रह्मसँग एकै हुन् भन्ने सोच्ने गर्दछन्।
This is due to complete ignorance regarding the actual fact.
यो त वास्तविकतालाई नजान्नुको कारण भएको हो।
The absolute truth of Parabrahman is always one and always the same.
परब्रह्म त सधैँ एउटै हुनुहुन्छ र सधैँ उस्तै रहिरहनुहुन्छ।
He is completely free from all of the conceptions of existence.
उहाँ त अरु सबै अस्तित्वकोबाट अलगै हुनुहुन्छ।
He is completely free from false ego, for he is the full spiritual identity.
उहाँ त मिथ्या अहंकारबाट पनि मुक्त हुनुहुन्छ, किनकि उहाँ पूर्ण आध्यात्मिक तत्त्व हुनुहुन्छ।
It is absolutely impossible for him to be subjected to ignorance and fall under the spell of a misconception, vivartavad.
तसर्थ उहाँलाई अज्ञानमा पर्नु अथवा भ्रममा पर्नु, विवर्तवादमा पर्नु असम्भव छ।
There's another example I can think of.
अर्को पनि मेरो उदाहरण मेरो मनमा आइरहेछ।
It's a simple example.
र सरल उदाहरण छ।
Just like the sun is beating on the ocean and so many clouds are coming.
जसरी सूर्यले समुद्रको पानीलाई तताउँछ र धेरै धेरै बादलहरू उठेर आउने गर्दछन्।
Now, when we're under the cloud, we think the sun is covered by the cloud.
जब हामीहरू बादल मुनि हुन्छ, हामी सोच्छौँ ए सूर्यलाई बादलले ढाकेछ।
That's not true. The sun is not covered by the cloud.
तर यो त पूर्ण सत्य होइन। सूर्यलाई त बादलले छेकेको होइन।
The sun has created the cloud, actually.
वास्तवमा त सूर्य नै त्यस बादलको निर्माता हो।
So if you take a plane or helicopter or whatever, you go above the cloud and you'll see the sun.
यदि हामीहरू चाहिँ एउटा प्लेन हेलिकप्टर लिएर बादल भन्दा माथि जाने भने सूर्यलाई देख्न सकिन्छ।
You cannot say that Krishna or the Supreme Brahman can be covered by Maya, illusion.
तसर्थ परब्रह्म भगवान श्री कृष्णलाई मायाले छोप्यो भन्न मिल्दैन।
If you say that, okay, I'm part of God, but I've forgotten that I'm part of God. If you say that, then you have to explain what is this energy that is making you forget God? Where does it come from?
भन्नुहुन्छ कि म भगवानको दास थिएँ तर मैले अहिले भगवानलाई बिर्सेको थिएँ भने कुन शक्तिले गर्दा तपाईले भगवानलाई बिर्सिनु भयो त?
How does the Supreme Brahman God forget that he is God?
कसरी स्वयं भगवानले नै म भगवान हुँ भन्ने कुरा बिर्सिनुहुन्छ?
We can explain, a Vaishnava can explain. We are very tiny sparks of God, so therefore we can be covered by his external energy, which is powerful. And Maya Durga, she can cover us because we're so small.
किनकि हामी अत्यन्त साना छौं त्यसकारणले माया शक्तिले हामीलाई ढाक्न सक्नुहुन्छ.
Yeah, you got that?
Yes.
The absolute truth is beyond our conception.
परम सत्य हामीहरुको बुद्धि भन्दा पर छ.
One must admit that he has unblemished qualities that he does not share with every living entity.
व्यक्तिले स्वीकार गर्नुपर्छ कि उसँग यस्ता गुणहरू छन् जो अरु कुनै जीवात्मामा छैन.
He is never tainted in the slightest degree by the flaws of ordinary living entities.
उसलाई थोरै मात्रामा पनि अरु जीवात्माहरूको जस्तो साधारण कुराले छुदैन.
Everyone must therefore understand the absolute truth to possess inconceivable potencies.
तसर्थ सबै व्यक्तिले बुझ्नुपर्छ कि परम सत्यमा अचिन्तनीय शक्तिहरू छन् भन्ने कुरा.
This is what Jiva Goswami said.
यही कुरा जीव गोस्वामीले वर्णन गर्नुभएको छ.
This is what Lord Chaitanya also said.
र यही कुरा भगवान श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभुले पनि भन्नुभएको थियो.
Lord Chaitanya's teachings were we are inconceivably one and different from God.
भगवान श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभुको शिक्षा हो कि हामीहरु एकै साथमा भगवानसँग एक पनि छौं र अलग पनि छौं.
Inconceivably, simultaneously, one and different from God.
अचिन्तनीय रूपले एकै साथमा भगवानसँग एक र अलग पनि छौं.
We're same in quality, but we're different in quantity.
गुणात्मक दृष्टिकोणले एक छौं तर मात्रात्मक दृष्टिकोणले अलग छौं.
So this is our philosophy.
यही नै हामीहरुको सिद्धान्त हो.
We are God, but we are not God.
हामीहरु भगवान पनि हौं तर भगवान पनि होइनौं.
Just like if I take a drop of seawater on my hand, I can say, yes, the sea is on my hand.
यदि तपाईले एक थोपा समुद्रको पानी हातमा लिनु भयो भने भन्न सक्नुहुन्छ हो मेरो समुद्र मेरो हातमा छ.
But actually it's not true. The sea is huge, very big.
वास्तवमा त समुद्र त्यति सानो होइन,
I have
समुद्र
just
धेरै
a
ठूलो
drop
छ.
of the sea on my hand. I only have a drop of the sea on my hand. Oh no, my battery is running low. Hold on. Okay. You all right? Haribo. Oranga. Oranga.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Sorry, my battery ran low. Okay. Any questions, please?
ठिक छ, कसैको केही प्रश्न छ?
So Lord Chaitanya is trying to convert the Mayavad sannyasis. He's speaking this heavy philosophy.
किनकि भगवान चैतन्य महाप्रभुले मायावादी सन्यासीलाई परिवर्तन गर्न चाहन्छ, त्यसका लागि भारी सिद्धान्त प्रस्तुत गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ।
It makes us think.
यसले हामीलाई सोच्न बाध्य गरिदिन्छ।
Actually, as human beings, we're supposed to think, what am I? What is my relationship with this material world? Am I this body? And so on.
हामीहरूले सोच्नुपर्छ कि म को हुँ, त्यो भौतिक संसारसँग मेरो के सम्बन्ध छ, म दैनिक हो कि के हो, सोच्नुपर्छ।
But if God doesn't have inconceivable energies, then how can he be God? He must be wonderful. He must be all-powerful. He must be inconceivable. Haribol?
यदि भगवानसँग सम्पूर्ण शक्तिहरू हुन्थेन भनेदेखि उहाँलाई कतै भगवान भन्न सकिन्थ्यो र भगवानको अर्थ नै हो कि उहाँ सम्पूर्ण ज्ञानी हुन्छ, सम्पूर्ण शक्तिशाली हुन्छ।
How can a little boy of 6 years old hold a mountain for a week on his little finger? What does that show?
एउटा सानो बालकले एउटा ठुलो पर्वतलाई आफ्नो कान्छी हातमा 7 दिन 7 रातसम्म कसरी राख्न सक्छ?
It's inconceivable.
यो हामीले सोच्न नसक्ने कुरा हो।
People, the materialistic people, they say, "Ah, you must be fools. You believe this? How can?"
भौतिकवादीहरूले सोच्छन् कि यो त हुनै सक्दैन, तिम्रो के मूर्ख हो र?
Prabhupada says, if God, he can float big planets, the sun, the moon, the stars in space, what's the problem for him to lift up a mountain on his little finger?
यदि भगवानले सम्पूर्ण ग्रहहरू र लोकहरू ब्रह्माण्डहरूलाई चाहिँ आकाशमा तैराउन सक्नुहुन्छ भने भगवानलाई जाब एउटा सानो पहाड उचाल्नलाई के गाह्रो होला र?
And what about Krishna's 16,108 wives?
अनि भगवान श्री कृष्णका 16,108 पत्नीहरूको के कुरा?
We have a problem with just one wife, two wives maybe.
हामीहरूलाई त एउटा दुईटा पत्नी भए पनि कति समस्या पर्छ होला?
Krishna had 16,108 wives.
तर भगवान कृष्णका त 16,108 जना पत्नीहरू थिए।
And he had beautiful palace for each wife.
र प्रत्येक पत्नीको लागि अलग-अलग महलहरू पनि थिए।
And he didn't have to pay the electricity bill because his house was illuminated by jewels, self-effulgent jewels.
र उहाँले कहिले पनि बिजुलीको बिल भर्नु पर्दैन थियो किनकि उहाँका महलहरू त दिव्य मणिहरूले टल्किरहेका थिए।
And when Narad Muni went to visit each house, he saw that Krishna was doing something different with each of his family members in the house. He was astonished. Krishna was not a duplicate. It wasn't a duplicate like a television set.
र जब नारदजी भगवान कृष्णको द्वारिकामा दर्शन गर्न जानुभयो कि उहाँले देख्नुभयो कि अलग-अलग महलमा भगवान श्री कृष्ण अलग-अलग कुराहरू गरिरहेको भएको छ। टिभीमा जस्तो एउटै कुरालाई धेरैतिर देखाएको जस्तो होइन।
What are other inconceivable energies does Krishna show? Does anyone know?
अरु भगवानले कति किसिमका लीलाहरू देखाउन सक्नुहुन्छ? के थाहा छ? अरु कसैलाई थाहा छ?
Can you think of a story? Any story? Any pastime? Any pastime?
कुनै एउटा लीला?
When he
Brahma Bimohan Leela Guru Maharaj.
Oh yeah, that's very nice. Yes.
Raja Leela.
Raja Leela. Brahma Bimohan Leela. Any simple one?
When he sucks up the fire, when he's in the Vrindavan forest with his boyfriends.
Yes, that's a good one, yes. Swallow the whole forest fire. Translate.
Fighting with 7 bulls at the same time.
Huh?
Fighting with 7 bulls at the same time.
Oh yeah, fighting with
7
translate.
bulls.
Translate.
7 वटा गोरुहरूसँग भगवान कृष्णले एकै साथमा युद्ध गर्नु भएको थियो.
Following the forest fire.
यशोदा माताजी
बाबाको लीला.
So it's inconceivable, his power.
Having the universe in his mouth.
Yeah, universe is in his mouth. Yes. Translate.
सम्पूर्ण ब्रह्माण्डलाई भगवान कृष्णले आफ्नो मुखमा देखाउनु भएको थियो.
Mother Yashoda looked in his mouth. She thought he'd been eating dirt, eating clay.
माता यशोदा आश्चर्यचकित भएर उहाँले सोच्नु भएको थियो कि कृष्णले सायद माटो खानु भएको छ भनेर.
I thought of a very nice one. Lord Chaitanya does.
मैले एउटा सुन्दर याद आयो जुन भगवान चैतन्य महाप्रभुले गर्नुभएको थियो.
He get the animals and the lions and tigers to kiss the deer and chant Hare Krishna.
उहाँले बाघ भालु र जंगली जनावरहरूलाई हरे कृष्ण जप गरेर उहाँले एकाअर्कासँग चुम्बन गर्न पनि लगाउनु.
And so we have to admit that Krishna has inconceivable power. So he can, although he's giving out so much energies, still he remains the same.
यसरी भगवान कृष्णले अनेक अनेक शक्तिहरूको प्रदर्शन गरे पनि उहाँ पूर्णतम रहिरहनुहुन्छ.
He's the complete whole.
उहाँ त सम्पूर्णतम हुनुहुन्छ.
I think what we'll do next Tuesday, is it? Today's Sunday?
Yes, Maharaj.
I think we'll read Ishopanishad, the invocation, Om Purnama Dapanama, and the purport.
सायद अब मंगलबार हामीहरु चाहिँ ईशोपनिषदको पूर्णमादा पूर्णमिदम श्लोक पढ्छौं र तात्पर्य पनि पढ्छौं.
Yeah. Be very nice. And then we'll also we can also play the Mangalananda here is making the song of this a bad dream, wake up, bad dream, wake up. He's making the song. So we'll be able to play it on Tuesday.
र मंगलबार सायद हामीहरुले नराम्रो सपना उठ जागा भन्नेको भिडियो पनि सायद बजाउन सक्छौं.
We're hoping it will go viral.
हामीलाई आशा छ कि यो चाहिँ सबैतिर फैलिने छ.
At least so many billions of people will hear it and chant Hare Krishna.
कन्तिमा कयौं करोडौं व्यक्तिहरुले यसलाई हेर्नेछन् र हरे कृष्ण जप्नेछन्.
Any more question, please?
अरूपट्टिको केही प्रश्न छ कि?
I have a question, Guru Maharaj.
Oh yeah, okay. Rupa Sanatan.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Keshav Govind Prabhu.
हजुर.
नेपालीमा बोलेछ है. जस्तै वात्सल्य साख्य माधुर्यको मेन उद्देश्य चाहिँ भगवानसँग प्रेम गर्नु हैन. तर यो कुरा
Ask a question about the topic.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, this is impersonal, like a related to impersonal. Related to impersonal, Guru. So, सुनिराख्नु भएको छ प्रभु?
हजुर हजुर.
अनि तर यही चार कुरा यदि चार कुराहरु भएन भने त्यो क्रोधमा र भय र मतलब आघात जस्तो कुराहरुमा परिणत हुन्छ. यो कुरा आध्यात्मिक जगतमा पनि हुन्छ कि जस्तै प्रेमको अप्रत्यक्ष रूप हो क्रोध भय आघात जस्ता कुराहरु. यसलाई मैले भागवतम पढ्दाखेरि त्यो बुझेन के त्यो गुरुसँग सोध्नुहुन्छ कि. भागवतमको स्कन्द 1 को श्लोक नम्बर 3 मा प्रभुपादले तात्पर्यमा भन्नुहुन्छ कि प्रेमको अप्रत्यक्ष रूप भनेको क्रोध भय जसरी कुनै केटाले केटीलाई मन पराए त्यो भएन भने क्रोधमा र भयमा परिणत हुन्छ. त्यसरी नै आध्यात्मिक जगतमा पनि यो रसको आस्वादन हुन्छ कि?
Maharaj, the question is like, in this material world, when people are, when people's love in different types like Sakya Ras or Vatsalya Ras or Madhurya Ras, when it's frustrated, it's transformed into anger or fear or wrath or something like that. So is the same phenomenon in the spiritual world also? Is it that when love is frustrated, then people are angry or fearful, or is it something like that in the spiritual world?
Bhagavad Gita says that this our this material world is a reflection of the spiritual world.
भगवत गीतामा वर्णन गरिएको छ कि यो भौतिक संसार आध्यात्मिक जगतको प्रतिबिम्ब हो.
So there are different rasas in the spiritual world, like Santaras, Dasiras, Sakyaras, Vatsalyaras, Madhuryaras. The relationships in the spiritual world that exist eternally with the devotees and Krishna.
तसर्थ भगवानको धाममा अनेक किसिमका रसहरू भक्तले भगवानसँग आस्वादन गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, जस्तो कि शान्त रस, दास्य रस, वात्सल्य रस र माधुर्य रस.
This material world is like a reflection. It's like a dream. It's unreal, temporary.
तर यो जुन भौतिक संसार छ, यो त एउटा प्रतिछाया मात्रै हो, एउटा सपना जस्तो हो, यो चाहिँ अशाश्वत छ.
That 15th chapter, first few verses, it's explained.
र 15औं अध्यायको पहिलो कयौं श्लोकहरुमा यसको बारेमा वर्णन गरिएको छ.
So the reflection is because we have desired separately from Krishna, we are envious of Krishna. We want to be Krishna.
किनकि हामीहरु कृष्णसँग ईर्ष्या गरेका थियौं, कृष्ण बन्न चाहेका थियौं, त्यसकारणले यो भौतिक संसारको निर्माण गरिएको हो.
Therefore, all these relationships in the spiritual world are perverted by this false ego.
तसर्थ आध्यात्मिक जगतमा जति पनि क्रियाकलापहरु छ, सम्बन्धहरु छन्, तिनीहरु यस संसारमा विकृत रूपमा अहंकारको कारणले गर्दा प्रकट हुने गर्छन्.
False ego means I am the enjoyer.
मिथ्या अहंकार भनेकै म वास्तवमा भोक्ता हुँ भन्ने हो.
Not Krishna. Spiritual world means Krishna is the enjoyer. Everyone's trying to please Krishna in different ways.
आध्यात्मिक जगत भनेको कृष्णलाई केन्द्रमा राखिन्छ र सबैजनाले कृष्णलाई सन्तुष्ट गर्ने प्रयास गर्नुहुन्छ.
In this material world, we're all trying to please ourselves in different ways.
तर भौतिक जगतमा त हामी सबैजना आफैलाई खुसी बनाउने प्रयास गरिरहेका छौं.
So Krishna is giving us a chance to enter this illusion provided by Maya Devi.
तसर्थ भगवान श्री कृष्णले हामीहरूलाई एउटा मौका दिनुभएको छ माया देवीको फन्दाभित्र फस्ने.
Purusha prakriti stohe bhakti prakriti janganan karanam guna sangasya sadasadyoni jambasa. There's so many varieties of bodies we can have compiled by the modes of nature, and we can try and enjoy each of these bodies. And there's all kinds of lust, there's greed, there's anger, everything going to the modes in all these different bodies.
र यस भौतिक संसारमा आएपछि अनेक किसिमका शरीरहरु छन् र ती अनेक शरीरहरुमा गएपछि काम, क्रोध, लोभ इत्यादि सम्पूर्ण कुराहरुको अनुभव गर्न सम्भव हुन्छ.
Just like you can become a locust. You know what a locust is?
जस्तो कि तपाईहरु लोकस्ट बन्न सक्नुहुन्छ. लोकस्ट भन्ने थाहा छ?
It's like a very big grasshopper. It's like a very big insect. And there's clouds and clouds of them are coming into West India, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and they're eating everything. They're so greedy. If it's green, they eat it. So you can have a body of a locust.
एउटा लोकस्ट भन्ने के भन्छ, यो चाहिँ एउटा पट्याङ्ग्रा जस्तै हो. र जहाँ हरियो घाँस हुन्छ ले देखिसक्दैन, जहाँ हरियो घाँस सबै उले खाने प्रयास गर्दछ.
They can travel 90 miles a day
र एक दिनमा 90 माइल यात्रा गर्न सक्छ
And they can eat everything. Anything green they can eat. Anything vegetable they can eat.
र जे पनि चीज हरियो छ उसले त्यसलाई खान सक्छ
You can have that body. Krishna will give you that greed. If you're very greedy to eat, okay, be a locust.
यदि तपाई खानलाई अत्यन्त लोभी हुनुहुन्छ भने कृष्णले तपाईलाई त्यो शरीर दिन सक्छ ठीक छ लोकस्ट बन्नुस्
You want to enjoy flying, okay, be a locust.
तपाईलाई खूब उड्न मन लाग्छ ठीक छ लोकस्ट बन्नुस्
So Krishna is giving us an opportunity to live in a false, dream-like state.
त भगवान श्री कृष्णले हामीलाई एउटा भ्रमको जस्तो अवस्थामा बस्न दिनुहुन्छ
Prakshapnika Atma, he throws us into species of life, then he covers us, and we think we're happy. We think we're happy.
उहाँले हामीलाई यस संसारमा अनेक शरीरमा हाल्दिनुहुन्छ र प्रत्येक आत्मिका शक्तिले हामीलाई आवरण गरिदिन्छ र हामीहरू सोच्छौँ कि म यहाँ खुसी छु
The dog feels he's happy on the street corner.
पनि सोच्छ म खुसी छु
But actually, our real identity is with Krishna in the spiritual world, but we've forgotten.
तर वास्तविक रूपमा त हामीहरूको सम्बन्ध भगवान श्री कृष्णसँग आध्यात्मिक रूपमा छ जसलाई हामीले बिर्सिएका छौँ
Jivara Sarupa Hai Krishna Nichidas, Krishna Tatasta Shakti Veda Veda Prakas. We are Krishna's marginal energy. We're simultaneously one and different from the Lord.
किनकि हामीहरू भगवान श्री कृष्णका शक्तिहरू हौं तटस्थ शक्तिहरू हौं त्यसैले भगवानसँग एक पनि छौं र अलग पनि छौं
Because we're just anxious, we're small, then we can be covered by this illusion of forgetfulness, Maya.
र यसरी हामीहरू यो शरीर भित्र बसिसकेपछि हामीले मायाले ढाक्छ र हामीले सबै थोकले बिर्सिन्छौं
But Prabhupada writes, I told you this before, that although we're traveling through many species of life for millions of years, when we become Krishna conscious, all this time will seem like a moment. It will be nothing.
तर प्रभुपादजीले वर्णन गर्नुभएको छ यद्यपि हामीले यत्रो जन्म जन्मान्तरसम्म भ्रमण गरिरहेका छौं तर जब हामीले वास्तविकता जान्दछौं र उदाम फर्किन्छौं त्यसपछि यो सबै एउटा एकछिन जस्तो लाग्छ केही जस्तो पनि लाग्दैन
Just like when we wake up from a dream, the dream seemed very real. But when we wake up, oh, it was only a dream. And then we're back, in our physical reality again.
जस्तो कि हामीहरू आफ्नो सपनामा हुने गर्छौं र सपनामा भएको समय हामीले सोच्छौं ओइ अनेक अनेक कुरा देख्छौं तर बिउजेपछि ए यो त सपना रहेछ यो त साच्चीको हैन भन्ने बुझ्छौं
So the relationships in this material world are not based on real love. It's based on self-interest or sense gratification.
यस संसारका जति पनि सम्बन्धहरू छन् उनीहरू त वास्तविक प्रेममा आधारित छैनन् उनीहरू त यस संसारमा स्वार्थमा आधारित छन्
So a man and a woman, they want to enjoy together, and so they arrange a marriage according to, the right person. Has he a job? Is she good looking? Are we compatible? So we arrange a marriage so that we can both be happy in this material body.
र यस भौतिक संसारमा पनि हामीहरू विवाह गर्दाखेरि पनि पुरुष स्त्रीहरूले हामीहरूको सबै कुराहरू मिल्छ कि मिल्दैन सबै थोक ठिकठाक छ कि छैन भन्ने कुरा व्यवस्थित गरेर अनि हामीहरूको जीवन चल्छ कि चल्दैन विचार गरेर विवाह गर्छौं
This is a material marriage.
यो भौतिक विवाह हो
And a karmi marriage.
यसलाई कर्मी विवाह भनिन्छ
But devotee, they get married in order to please Krishna, to serve Krishna together.
तर भक्तले विवाह गर्दाखेरि त दुईजना मिलेर कृष्णको लागि आनन्द दिनको लागि कृष्णलाई सुख दिनको लागि विवाह गर्नुपर्छ
So all these relationships are there in the spiritual world in their pure form, and they're based on love of Krishna.
तर आध्यात्मिक जगतमा पनि यी सम्पूर्ण सम्बन्धहरू यसै प्रकारमा भगवानसँग रहने गरेका छन्।
Hare Krishna. Nice question. Thank you.
राम्रो प्रश्न, धन्यवाद।
Krishna Bulisi Pulijiv Anadya Bahimuk Taiva Mai Tara Dea Samsar. Because we forget Krishna, we have to suffer so much.
कृष्णलाई भुलेकै कारणले गर्दा हामीले यति धेरै दुःख पाउनु परेको छ।
Actually, the suffering is an illusion. Although it's real, we're suffering birth, old age, disease, and death, but it's only temporary.
तर यद्यपि यो जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि सत्य छ, तर यो केवल अशाश्वत छ, केही क्षणको लागि मात्रै हो।
So if we become Krishna conscious, there's no more temporary. There's a different kind of activity in the spiritual world. There's variety, there's activity, but there's no nimesha dakyo bhavajiti nahi chapi samaya. There's no passing of time, material time as we know it, because the bodies are not changing. They're eternal bodies.
भगवानको धाममा त यतिसम्म वर्णन छ कि त्यहाँ चाहिँ समय पनि बित्दैन, किनकि वास्तवमा त्यहाँ कुनै शारीरिक परिवर्तन हुने गर्दैन।
So by chanting Hare Krishna and practicing chanting Hare Krishna, then all this knowledge, all this realization can come. But we must be...
को जप गरेर हरे कृष्णको अनुशीलन गर्नाले यो सम्पूर्ण ज्ञानहरू हामीहरूलाई आउने गर्दछ।
Not just jap, we worship the deities, we hear and chant about Krishna, we take prasada, we go on Sankirtan, and we serve the devotees. So many activities in Krishna consciousness.
र कृष्ण भावनामृतमा केवल जप मात्रै नभएर भगवानको नाम कीर्तन गर्ने, मङ्गल आरतीमा जाने, प्रसाद लिने, संकीर्तन गर्ने इत्यादि अनेक किसिमका क्रियाकलापहरू रहेका छन्।
We try and please the spiritual master.
हामीले गुरुलाई प्रसन्न पार्ने प्रयास गर्छौं।
Yasya prasada bhagavat prasada yasya prasada nagati katopi dayam shubham sasya yasya sri sandhya ande guru sri charan. Okay, any more questions? Sankirtan, how are we getting on for time?
Oh, finished, Guru Maharaj. Almost.
Sankirtan Seva?
Yes, Guru Maharaj, finished almost.
Gauranga?
Yeah.
Any question? Valentina, any question? From Italy. Srimati, any question? Javasini.
Maharaj, we have a book distribution report from Ramchandra Priya Prabhu today.
Oh, he's amazing, no?
Yeah, he distributed like 108 Bhagavad Gita, one set Srimad Bhagavatam, and one set Caitanya Charitamrita.
Wow, amazing.
And he's asking blessing from you, Guru Maharaj.
No, I'm asking blessing from him. He's amazing. He's in the temple in Nilkanta, in the temple room. Translate.
प्रभुजी एकदम आश्चर्यमय क्रियाकलाप गरिराख्नु भएको छ। मन्दिरमा नीलकण्ठको मन्दिरभित्र बसिराख्नु भएको छ।
He manages to make friends with all the people who visit, and he preaches to them, gets their names, gives them prasadam, sells them books. He has a whole team. So when people come to the temple room, they really feel at home. They feel welcome. They feel looked after. They get some knowledge. It's a wonderful thing he's doing in the temple room. Sometimes it's gone.
जो भक्तहरू आउनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूलाई स्वागत सत्कार गर्नुहुन्छ, उहाँलाई भगवानको बारेमा बताउनुहुन्छ, पुस्तकहरू दिनुहुन्छ, ज्ञान प्रदान गर्नुहुन्छ र उहाँलाई चाहिँ एउटा आत्मीयताको अनुभव गराउनुहुन्छ र त्यो साथसाथमा प्रचार पनि गर्नुहुन्छ। अत्यन्त सुन्दर कुरा छ।
Sometimes in the temple room, a guest comes or people visit, nobody talks to them, nobody knows how to make them feel at home, nobody engages them. So then it's a waste actually. But Rampriya has worked it out how to look after all the visitors, and engage them, and get their names, and then get them to buy books, contact them. So it's wonderful service. We can learn from this. We spend so much money building the temples, but sometimes we don't utilize them. But they're very important places. People can come and they can become devotees.
र वास्तवमा कहिलेकाहीँ के हुन्छ, व्यक्तिहरू मन्दिरमा आउँछन् र आएर कसैले उहाँलाई मतलब दिएन भनेदेखि हामीले यत्रो ठुलो मन्दिर बनाएको, यत्रो पैसा खर्च गरेको के काम लाग्यो त? वास्तवमा प्रभुजीले जुन सेवा गरिराख्नु भएको छ, त्यहाँका जो आउनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूको नाम टिप्ने, उहाँलाई पुस्तक दिन लगाउने, उहाँलाई प्रचार गर्ने हो। यसरी नै गर्नु छ। हामी सबैले उहाँबाट सिक्नुपर्छ। यसरी हामीले मन्दिरलाई वास्तविक रूपमा सुचारू गर्न सक्छौँ।
Of course, if nobody's coming, what can you do? If nobody comes to the temple, nothing much you can do.
Gurudev,
Any more questions, please?
Gurudev, I have a question. It might be, I don't know, I feel maybe it's a bit silly question, but about how do we recognize each other in the spiritual world? I mean, we don't have the same body. How will we know who's who? How will we know each other there?
Translate the question.
महाराजीको प्रश्न रहेको छ कि आध्यात्मिक जगतमा हामीहरूको त यो भौतिक शरीर हुँदैन भनेपछि हामीले एकअर्कालाई कसरी चिन्न सक्छौं होला? हाम्रो त अर्कै शरीर हुन्छ, त्यहाँ कसरी चिन्ने एकअर्कालाई?
In the spiritual world, our body is Satchitananda Vigraha. So we're full of knowledge.
किनकि आध्यात्मिक जगतमा हामी सच्चिदानन्द विग्रह हुन्छ, हामीलाई पूर्णतम ज्ञान हुन्छ।
We can, by Krishna's grace, we can remember who we are.
भगवानको कृपाले, कृष्णको कृपाले सबै हामी को हौं भन्ने कुरा बुझ्न सक्छौं।
Quite funny, no? Prabhupada said one time, he said there will be ISKCON in the spiritual world. There will be ISKCON will be there.
श्री प्रभुपादले एकचोटि भन्नुभएको थियो कि आध्यात्मिक जगतमा पनि इस्कन हुन्छ।
You may not like that.
तपाईलाई यो कुरा मन पर्ला तर
Some people say, oh, I'm not going to go there and I don't want to go.
कोही व्यक्तिले भन्नुला मलाई त्यहाँ जान मन छैन।
So I can't answer that question. That's just my... If we have a spiritual body, then we don't have... Just like by astrology, by Bhrigu Samhita, you can learn about your previous lifetimes.
जस्तो कि भृगु संहिता जस्तो ग्रन्थहरुबाट हामीले आफ्नो पूर्व जन्ममा के भएको थियो भन्ने कुरा याद गर्न सक्छौं।
So that's a material science.
त्यो एउटा भौतिक विज्ञान हो।
In the spiritual world, one could know so many things.
तसर्थ आध्यात्मिक जगतमा त मान्छेले कति थोक थाहा पाउन सक्छ।
Just like Narad Muni, he remembered in the previous creation of the universe, he was born as a maidservant and he served the Bhakti Vedantas. So he could remember from a previous creation.
जस्तो कि नारद मुनिको उदाहरण छ, उहाँले चाहिँ पहिलाको सृष्टिमा म चाहिँ एउटा दासी पुत्र थिएँ र मैले भक्ति वेदान्तहरूको सेवा गरेको थिएँ भन्ने कुरा याद छ। मतलब अर्को योभन्दा अगाडिको सृष्टिको कुरा पनि याद थियो।
All the words became inaudible then. Something went wrong. Zoom. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Just take prasadam.
Have a wonderful
I think I
day.
have to go now. Sankirtan.
Very much. Hare
Hare Krishna. Krishna Prabhupada. Hare Bol. Vanchakalpa Churvasa Sindhubhya Evacha Titanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Oh Ranga Nityananda Oh Ranga Oh Ranga